So you rewatched the match. Did you see anything different in the match than you saw when you did the postgame?
No. I mean, we started. I thought we were very organized defensively to start the game, which is the plan. How hot that Seattle is and how threatening they are. Thought it was a couple mistakes on the goal that we watched this morning with the team and addressed. Things that we've been talking about for a while that popped up. And then after that, I thought we had a lot of control. And we're unfortunate to not put away a couple of chances. But again, it goes back to the things of getting tired of saying, we were so close and we did enough to get a point, and so are the players. So now, we're just all bunkering down and manning up, I guess you could say. And we don't want to be coming away games like this and saying things like that anymore. So we're just going to have to continue to make adjustments, continue to work hard, and it's a long season.
Orlando City obviously played a wild game. What did you see out of that with their game with Colorado?
I watched half of it so far. We're actually going in to watch the other half. Listen, to me, they're a team that has struggled. I think they're good all around, but they have struggled defensively at times, but they have a very potent attack. They put some goals in on this game and let some goals up, but we're fortunate to come away with it. They're a quality team, quality players. They could open you up, strength on the width, plus down the spine, and it's going to be obviously a big challenge for us.
Does Tom Dwyer ever change, or does he just know what you're going to get when you get out there on Saturday night?
Tom's a competitor, and he's an opportunist, and he puts the work in both sides of the ball. And if you keep your eye off of him for a second, he'll punish you. That's both sides of it, Center backs with the ball, not understanding where he is, and he just pops up and nicks something, and they're on a counterattack. So he's got quality all over, and he's a bit of in a complimentary way. He's a pain in the ass to play against. He's the type of guy that, as a center back, when I played, I didn't like playing against because he's just a gnat. He's all over the place, and that's a compliment to him. So obviously he's not the main focal point, but he's one of the handful of them.
How was Sam in his first start?
I thought he did well. I thought his work rate was excellent. His connectivity to the guys behind him was excellent. His ability to get a goal, he had a couple of opportunities that maybe a month or so or a couple of weeks, or hopefully the next game if he plays, that he's more comfortable with us and more comfortable in the speed of play and everything, and maybe those go between the posts. But we were happy with Sam.
With him, maybe, he got playing time with Liberia. He got the start today. I'm talking about Sam. As maybe he kind of comes into the fold a little bit more, how do you think that he can impact you guys' attack?
With his pace, with his ability to get the goal, with his ability to contain center backs when we're on the defense, keep them on one side. All the things that we ask of our number 9 to play. He's got quality. He's getting more comfortable. He's getting his confidence, and you saw it in a lot of spurts in that game.
The shot he took, it was a little wide.
Yeah.
It caught Dunny and I a little off guard. There was a little more pace on that than we expected. Do you see that in training all the time, or was that an eye-opener for you too?
No. He's got a powerful shot. I think that, again, it goes to him getting more comfortable here, getting accustomed. And I think that those will be on frame, in the future. The more he works on it. But he's a goal scorer. He's a mentality of he wants to go to goal. And that showed it right there, that ability to pull the trigger pretty quick and just come inches wide.
What was it about the Seattle game that kind of prompted you to make the comments you made after the game?
I think they were pretty self-explanatory. How many times over the last year and this year, the first 20 minutes of the 25 minutes DC game, we were in complete control. LAFC, we did a good job of controlling them and our opportunities. Seattle, the whole second half, very much control. And then to come in and say nonstop that we were so close, and we have a young team, and we don't have Carlos Velas of the world. It's getting old to us, and it was never an excuse from us, and we just have to accept it. But listen, it doesn't matter what I said after the game. I got a buddy back in New Jersey, Zach Jerome, who's kind of like my hype guy. I got to text him after every game, and he provides me with some calming things, and he said it perfect after the game. He said when you go to the racetrack, they don't pay out on the horse that's surrounding the first turn, who's leading. We're not even at the first turn of the season right now. They pay out the horses that finish the season where ahead of the pack. So there's no panic, there's no finger pointing, and that's been clear starting from the players. The players aren't concerned or anything. We just know that we have to be a lot more clinical in certain instances, and that's not just in front of the goal. That's in executing defensive shifting that we talk about nonstop. That's executing midfield third pressure, stepping out and breaking lines, pushing our opposition to areas that we want to push them, things that we work on a lot. And when we get to a game, we have to see that. And when we don't, then it's our fault. It's not anybody else's fault. It's not the referee's fault. It's not the opposing team was better than us for the whole game. It's we got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot in certain situations.
Is there anything other than on the field that's kind of like a key to getting over that hump that you're talking about?
I don't know if I understand.
Like, is it more than just how you guys prepare for certain opponents? Is there something else, something mentally where you guys feel you guys have to get over the hump in order to stop having to say we tried hard but we fell short?
I guess the only way to answer that is like anything in life, if when I leave this practice field after a 90-minute practice, I don't completely shift my mind to anything else. This is on my mind 24/7. You can ask my wife and kids that. They're not too happy with me most of the time. When I'm sitting down watching the NCAA tournament last night with my kids, I don't remember half the game because I had a notebook there and I'm just thinking of things and writing things down. So yeah, I'm trying to answer your question. Maybe that's the right answer, is that preparation is 24-hour, 7-day thing. And maybe that's it. I'm not saying that's it, but that's really the only way that I can answer the question mentally. Think the game nonstop. Go back and rewatch the game. Each individual players who didn't even play, who might play the next game, go back and watch the game and see out of your position what you would have done differently and what went right.
Just to follow up on what Alex was saying, maybe if I understand where he's going with this, you played a lot of young guys, and I think when a young guy first gets in there, he needs to prove he belongs. But after a while, proving you belong, great, you get 3 points. So is it maybe mentally players taking a different step, especially young guys, instead of going to the field thinking, hey, I need to prove I belong, we need to go get 3 points, and I need to make that one play that makes it happen, whatever end of the field it's at.
Yes, but I would take away that I want to make it clear. When I said after the game, I just used a reference of we're young and we got to stop saying that. I was not pointing to the young guys whatsoever. This is no, not at all. I'm just things that I hear, and things that we talk about. But on that note right there, yeah, we have young players, but some of them have been for 3 years. And they have to realize that they're not a rookie anymore, and on the same note, we have experienced players that realize how much experience they have and what they could do. It's a total thing. It's a total group thing.